All right, guys, we are live right now. We are live right now. So, yeah. Who's joining me here live this afternoon? Okay, guys, so let me take this out of the screen. Currently, this is the token I'm looking at. Okay, if you are just joining up, thank you for joining. All right, currently, please, for those of you who have not joined the ongoing competition, Bybit trading competition already, if you go to the description of this video, just click on it. The first link is to sign up for a Bybit account, all right? And then the second link here will be to join the competition. So just click on the link there. Okay, the WSOT trading competition is still ongoing. Go and join my team. All right, go and join my team and let's take this further, guys. Go and join my team and let's take this further. There are a lot of activities you can participate in, right? You can actually copy traders by going to the copy trading first. Okay, copy traders, you complete tasks on the arena raffle, and then you stand a chance to win some BTC for yourself and all of that. Okay, so there are a lot of bonuses here for you, and all of that, all falls back to the sharing of this $8 million, guys. Don't let this pass you by. We still have 6 days to go, so 6 days from now, you should be able to register for this competition. Okay, and then the competition itself will be ending sometime towards the ending of this month. All right, so take advantage of this ongoing competition, guys, and don't miss out. All right, so go register now before it is too late. All right, you have 2 days, just few days to do that. Go and register now before it is too late. Okay, so we're looking at this. I'm still in a trade for this. I thought this is the breakout. Okay, this is the MAV USDT token. Okay, so I thought it was the breakout, and then now we are having this engulfing candle that is saying no, we can't go up. What are you doing? We cannot go up. But to me, I want to assume that this is a retest. Okay, I want to assume that this is a breakout and a retest of that trend line. Okay, yeah, so we've been consolidating within this trend line and all of that. So here I want to believe that this is a breakout. All right, a breakout, and then this is a retest. So right now, let's see, you can start looking for long trades right here. Okay, you can enter a trade now with market order and see how that and how this plays out, or you can just wait and take a trade up here. Okay, I'm already in a trade for this particular token. I'm already in a trade for this particular token. So it all depends on you. Okay, what I can do now is just to add up to my position right now. Okay, so I want to see this. Remember when we were looking at this yesterday, we say we want to come back to this trend line. Then from this trend line, we want to take it down. All right, but right now we've been trending on this. So I want to assume that this is a retest of this trend line. This engulfing candle will be like a retest of this trend line, and then we'll take it back up to the upside. Okay, that is exactly what I am personally looking at, right? So you can enter a trade now with market order, or just wait when it is above this area. Remember, we are at the support area here, right? So slightly above that area, you should be entering a trade, and your target should be just this other trend line here. All right, your target should be around that trend line there, which is around 30 cents. Okay, so if you want to trade the MAV token, go ahead, okay, and take a trade for yourself. Let's see how that goes. And remember, guys, the CPI report comes out in the just, let's say, in 1 hour from now. Okay, less than an hour from now. Okay, I will be here live and see how this the impact that this will actually have on the market. All right, so we have the CPI report, the core CPI, the unemployment claims, all of that will be coming out by 1:30. So let's say 40 minutes from now. Okay, 40 minutes from now, we should see how this will play out in the market. But while that is ongoing, okay, let's look at this and see BTC, what BTC is currently doing right now. Okay, you see why we didn't take that long trade. If we have taken that long trade, then it would have been something else, right? So currently, we just wait and see the impact that this report will have on the market before we actually go ahead and take a trade, guys. All right, let's see the impact of what the report and all of that will have on the market before we start looking for a trade. So either the upside or the downside. So whatever the market plays, okay, whatever the market throws at us, that is exactly what we are going to look at and then follow suit. Okay. Yeah, good afternoon. Steven, you're welcome. Yeah, Naziru, let's look at Ruin. Okay, I'll look at Ruin, but basically for BTC right now, okay, let's wait and see what happened with the current, CPI report when this comes out in the next less than 40 minutes. Okay. All right. So while we wait for that, I can go ahead and look at every other token you want me to look at. Okay. Just let me know on the chat. Any other token you want me to look at, let me know on the chat. Right. Let me know on the chat so that I'll go ahead and look at it, and then we have some pending trades while we wait for that report to come out. Okay. So let me look at the Ruin USDT token. So yeah, that's one there. I think let's look at higher time frame, guys. Okay, this stuff is still going up. All right. So this area is supposed to serve as resistance, but if we break above this area, all right, so we have a resistance right here. Remember, this is coming to create like, I don't know, maybe this will turn out to be a cup and a handle, all right? Like a cup and handle pattern and all of that. But another area you should be looking at would be, the next area will be around $1.87, okay? And then another level that I will be looking at is up here at $1.1, okay? Yeah. So these are areas of interest that I personally will be looking at, right? There is, you see the volume for this particular trade is very high. So it means that this token have the potential of still going back up to this other level here. So let's look at that clearly. Yeah, we have a potential of still going back to this level of $1.85, right? We can go up there. I'm not sure yet, but right now, because this token has pumped already, and this pump is around, this is more than 10% move, right? So if I take it from down there, let's take it from down here, where we started pumping. This is more than 13% move, okay? So, and then from here to that level up there, let's say from here to that level is just 4% and all of that. So I'll wait for this to play out, okay? So I'll be looking to set a trade to short this market when we get weak at the resistance right here, okay? Anywhere between this area and this area, okay? Even if you enter here, your stop loss should be slightly above, all right? So you put your stop loss up there, and then maybe you target this previous low here, all right? So this is exactly what I'll be looking at for the Ruin token. I want to let this play out, and let's see, how that works. That is, if we don't have a rejection from this area here, right? If we don't have a rejection from this area here, then the next area you should be looking at, you can set a pending trade to short this market up here, guys. You can set a pending trade to short this market up here, and then you target down here, all right? And target down there for when it comes down there, okay? You can target here as affected profit. Your 0.992 can be your first take profit level and all of that. All right. So for Nazareth, this is what I personally will be looking at for the Ruin token. Okay. So keep an eye on it and see how it plays out. All right. At the end of this report, at the end of the CPI report, whatever reaction that has on the market, that is exactly what we are going to follow. All right. If you have a positive reaction, we follow suit. If you have a negative reaction and all of that, we follow suit. All right. So yeah, let's have that trade pending somewhere around there. Okay. All right. So we analyzed OPUSD this morning. It shoots up a bit and then remains stuck. What do we do, sir? Are you in profit already? If you're in profit already, the most important thing is to secure your profit. Did you enter the trade or you did not enter the trade? Which one? Okay. Stephen, let me know. Did you enter the trade? Are you in any trade on the OP token? Yeah. Okay. I told us to allow OP to come to the trend line, right? It has not triggered yet. The trade has not triggered yet. I told us to allow it to come to the trend line, and then we'll pick a trade there and take it up. All right. So currently it has not triggered yet. So we keep waiting until when that comes down there. Okay. It has not triggered yet. All right. So the OP trade has not triggered yet. So if it is remaining stagnant right now, you let it rest, okay? When it starts its movement, you will not be the one to, tell it to move. So just let it, okay? Everybody is relaxed because of the CPI report. So people want to see the reactions, okay? What this will have in the market and all of that. So it is not everybody that is trading currently. So we just look at this, wait after the report, you'll be able to see some movement in the market. And maybe as the report, after this report, I think there's another report on Friday. What's the report on Friday? Let me go to tomorrow and see. Okay, so for the dollar, we have, okay, inflation report and all of that. So yeah, all of these things actually has a way of affecting this market. So people are very relaxed right now. Even if OP doesn't move right now, that is news. You may see something like this, okay, like a week, and then you see it go back up there and all of that. So yeah, our setup here is still valid. Let's see how that plays out, all right, for the OP token. So Steven, relax. OP will start moving very soon, all right? James, you're welcome. Right, that's the only trade I long this morning. So if you long, it means that you're already in profit, right? So what I will advise you do right now is to secure your profit, okay? If you longed the OP token, what I will advise you do right now is to secure your profit. In fact, close the trade because you should be in profit already. Close the trade and then let it play out. Okay. After this news, then we can now start looking for whether short or long trade. Okay. So you can close the OP trade right now. All right. So yeah, let's look at INJ. Bello wants us to look at INJ USDT. So let's look at INJ and see what's currently. Yeah, I think we look at INJ this morning, right? And I told us with the way things are looking, okay, there's no need to rush into a trade because I was still looking at this area of $7.4 and all of that. So right now for INJ, I'm still equally looking, okay. I'm not going to rush into any trade right now. Let's just wait until after the report, okay. Whatever trade we are going to, remember the setup I gave us, right? So if we break, we are going to use this trend line as a bait, all right? Once we break this trend line and maybe we come back to retest it, then this setup will be valid. We can then take a long trade to the upside. But if this market comes down below this area of 7.4, when we start seeing it consolidate a bit within this area, then you should be looking at taking a short trade from that area, okay? Anything from there, you should be shorting the market, anything from here below, all right? Anything from there below and all of that. That is exactly what I personally will be looking at. But all of this all depends on, the outcome of the report and how it affects the market, okay? So wait for the CPI report before you take any trade. So you see that the market is still very stagnant. It's not just, Steven, is not just OP, right? Everything in the market is stagnant except for few altcoins that are, either going up or dumping and all of that. So let's wait for that report, okay? We have the next 30 minutes for that to, for this report to happen, the next 30 minutes and all of that. So we'll start seeing reaction right now, okay, in the market and all of that, right? So let's wait for that to work and then classy, let's look at BNB USDT and see what we have there. BNB USDT. So yeah, BNB. Okay, so right now BNB, what I personally was looking at is come back to this area. Okay, I was looking at entering BNB at 337 and long that to the upside. Okay, that is after we had this pull, this massive, move to the upside and all of that. But right now you see that BNB has been consolidating at this our trend line. Okay, it has been consolidating and rejecting that trend line and all of that. So right now I will still be waiting to take a trade if BNB gets down to this level. All right, so I'll go ahead and bring this support, this resistance that becomes a support down here. All right, so I'll still wait for BNB to come down to this level right now. Even if you are going to short BNB, I wouldn't even advise to short because you see that right here, okay, that is equally okay. Gradually, I think we are just below that area. All right, we are slightly below that area. So for BNB, you can just take a quick scalp. All right, like a short. Let me see 15 minutes and see what's possible with that. Okay, guys, even for the BNB, I'm not going to rush into any trade right now, okay? I'm not going to rush into any trade right now because I would have just said, okay, take a short right here. But if you want to risk it, guys, you can take a short, okay? You can take a quick scalp down there, all right? If you want to risk it, you can take a quick scalp down there because this may play out, all right? Depending on how the market react, all right? This can play out. This can play out. But the bigger picture I'm looking at is this market coming down to this area and I'm taking a trade to the upside. All right. This market coming down to this area and I'm taking a trade to the upside. But if you want to risk this, guys, you can go ahead and do a quick scalp to the downside and see what happens. Okay. If the report here come out negative for the dollar, it means that it will be positive for the crypto market and all of that. So you can see something like this. If that happens, that it is good for the crypto market, you see something like this going up. So that is why I wouldn't advise you take any trade right now. Okay, don't take any trade right now. Let's see, the outcome and all of that. It may not affect the market that much, but just let us just see how everything works out, right? But for BNB, if we come back above this trend line, I'll be taking a trade to the upside. But if we continue to go down, then maybe I should be looking at entering a short trade from around that to 241.45. Okay, 241.45 and all of that. We take a trade to the downside. That's exactly classy. That is what I personally will be looking at on the BNB. Okay. All right. Please, sir, how can I start the trade? Which of the trade, please? Abraham, which of the trade do you want to start? Abraham, which of the trade do you want to start, please? Let me know. And you are right. The market is stagnant. Yes, everything is stagnant right now. Okay, so wait for it to play out. All right. So Abraham, which of the trade do you want to start? Let me know so that I will know what to say to you right now. Okay, so the next token we need to look at is TRX from Nasir. So TRX USDT. So let's see what this trade has for us right now. Okay, for those of you who have been following TRX, so you know that we broke below this trend line. And then equally at this horizontal level, we equally broke that level. So currently we've been trading below it, okay? So if you took this hit, that would have been a little bit in profit for you. And then the target was just this 200-day moving average, okay? The target was that 200-day moving average, all right? So we want to see if we can come back to the 200-day moving average and then bounce from there and start going up, all right? If we can bounce from the 200-day moving average and go up, that would be a great idea. All right, but for TRX, currently I'll be looking for a sell trade. If we come back and reject at this area, all right, so this setup is still valid, right? That setup is still valid. So let's see if TRX will come this way. What I want to see play out is, come back here and reject, and then we take it down to this area, right? And then at the 200-day moving average, you should equally be looking at taking a trade to the upside. Okay, you should equally be looking at taking a trade from the 200-day moving average to the upside. Okay, so yeah, for TRX, I'll be looking for a short trade, guys. For me, it's going to be a short setup. All right, it's going to be a short setup. Even if I push this trend line up, we are just below that trend line. We are below the trend line, guys. So we came at this resistance level, rejected there, broke that trend line, came down, and then here, okay, we are equally below that area. So I'll be looking for a short trade for TRX, okay? So this is the setup I have here. So allow TRX to come up to that level of 0.0782, okay, 0.0782 or 783. You should be looking at taking a trade to the downside, all right? And your target should be the 200-day moving average. Okay, for TRX, your target should be the 200-day moving average. If I'm to take that trade, that is exactly what I will be doing. All right, That is exactly what I'll be doing, guys. All right, so let's go to Bybit and go to the market overview and see the tokens that are doing, well right now in the market. I have a few gainers. Okay, we still have the OXT on the top gainer. Okay, retraces, and then how many of us traded the pullback for this particular token? Let's look at that OXT USDT. The pullback is what I'm always concerned about. Okay, so OXT USDT. Where is it? OXT USDT. Yeah. Where is the future pair? Everything here is spot. Where is futures? OXT USDT. But did I not type it well? Okay, yeah, that's it. No. BTC. Okay. Is this a new token? Because everything here is on the spot market. Is that a new token? Is it newly listed? Let's see. Let me see if it is newly listed token or just pumping in here and here. All right, guys, smash that like button, okay? Smash the like button for me, guys. Smash that like button. Yeah, it is newly listed. The token was just listed. Yeah, I see why it was pumping, right? I'm going to enter a short for this token right now. I'm going to enter a short, guys. I'm going to short this token, right? Okay, yes, I'm going to short this. I see this coming down to, yeah. Enter with market order if you want to. It's newly listed, but be careful, okay? This kind of tokens can be very volatile, right? So you can use a low leverage to enter a short. This, no matter what, okay, no matter how it pumped, all right, it will still get back down to maybe this area of 0.80, maybe around that 80-cent level. Okay, I see it coming down to that level. Okay, it was newly listed. The token was newly listed. Don't worry, it will dump. It will dump. Okay, so yeah, that token was newly listed. So if you want to trade that token, just do a quick scalp. Okay, but be careful. All right, use a very low leverage. You can see the token has been up by 12.5% and all of that. It's newly listed. This token that is up by 12.5, okay, even if it gets to 20% and the rest, tomorrow you will see it on the losers list. You will see it minus 20%, minus 30%, and all of that. All right, so guys, smash that like button for me. All right, smash that like button for me. That is a way YouTube can get a lot of persons see our video and all of that. Okay, so for this new token here, please be careful when you are trading it. Okay, be careful when you are trading that. Then the next token we want to look at is ladies. We have ladies there. We have 1,000 ladies. We have the APT token. Let's look at APT and see the current areas where we are right now. APT USDT. Okay, guys, somebody should keep an eye on this. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, let's see what happens with all of this. Somebody should keep an eye on that, and let's see what happens. Okay, on the CPI report and the rest. So we have 20 minutes to go to see what that is going to do right there. Okay, so for this trade right here, so we had this pump to that resistance level, right? So we had that pump to that resistance level. It was yesterday we're looking at this, right? Dominic is not here today. Dominic has not joined the live stream today. I don't know whether you shorted this trade yesterday. So if you shorted at that area of resistance, then you would have been in profit. Okay, right now. But right now we had that pullback already. So what we'll be waiting for, we want to see this token still come back to that area. The trend line, the 200-day moving average are areas of interest as well. Okay, so we want to wait for this to play out. Right now, I'm not going to take any trade. Neither am I going to take a trade to the long side and all of that. All right. So yeah. Let's see how this plays out. Okay. Can, I don't know if I even do the fib. Let me do the fib retracement on the 15 minutes and see what's possible with this. Okay, so we are just around that 50% level, right? We're just around that 50% level. If we come back to the 786 level, right, the 78.6% level, then I'll be looking to long a trade for this. Okay. Yes, I'll be looking to take a long trade from here up, guys. I'll be looking to take a long trade from here up, but for now, okay, for the APT, I'm not doing anything. Okay, maybe until after the CPI report and all of that, whatever impact it has in the market, then we'll go ahead and look at that. All right. So yeah, for APT, I'm looking at this. If it comes out to that 718 level, 786 level, I'm taking a trade to the upside. All right. And for the 1,000 ladies, or 10,000, it's actually 10,000. 10,000 ladies, right? This first one here. The token is somehow okay, very funny kind of, token and all of that. Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at that move. Okay, so yeah, this token initially started pumping, right? And then when it pumped to this area, it dumped the same way it pumped. Right now, maybe we are going to create another leg here. Okay, maybe we are going to create another leg here and come back to this level before we dump again. I am not sure yet, but if you want to trade this token, please do that with a very low leverage and use, stop losses so that you don't get taken out of the market, guys. So use stop losses so that you don't get taken out of the market. Okay, so if I plot a trend line here, we just broke above that, guys. We just broke above that trend line. So what we should be looking for is a trade to the upside, guys. So what I'll be looking at is I can just plot a line here and say this area will be our area of interest as support. Okay, so I'll be looking to long a trade if this trade the 1,000 ladies comes down to around 0.003, then I can take a trade to the upside and target as high as I want. Okay, so that's the setup I'm having for this particular trade. Let it come down there to that level, then you can take a trade to the upside. Okay, and if you want to stay in this trade till maybe it gets up there, it means that it's going to be a swing trade for you. All right, this can take a day, 2, or even a week for it to play out. All right, for you to be able to make 155% in this market, if it goes this way, it means that you need to patiently wait for this to go up. Okay, so 155%, it means that if you're using like a 10x leverage and this plays that is over 1,500 plus. Okay, 1,550% in the market. All right, you can imagine putting $100 here with a 10x leverage and you patiently wait for this market to come up to this level. All right, that is exactly what we are talking about. Okay, this can be, maybe a day, it can take a day or two, it can take 1 week, it can take 2 weeks or thereabout for it to play out. So yeah, just be careful. All right, if you are trading that, be careful and use tight stop loss. All right, yeah, Sunny, we already looked at BTC. Okay, currently we are waiting for the CPI report to come out. All right, this report is coming out in the next 15 minutes. So let's see the impact that will have in the market right now. So the setup I'm having is for both long and short. Okay, so I'm looking at both long and short trades. So I'm not let this play out. Okay, if we break just slightly above this level here, let me even go to the 15 minutes time frame and let's start looking for our entries at this level. Okay, anything can happen. This market can just start pumping and all of that, but let's see. Currently the volume in the market right now is very low, so anything above this area will be looking to take a trade to the upside. If you want to enter a trade now, you can do that, guys. If you want to enter a trade right now, you can do that, but I'm gonna wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the report of a thing to come out and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so yeah, that is exactly what I am personally looking at, guys. You want to enter a trade right now? Go ahead and do that. Okay. If you want to enter a trade right now, go ahead and do that. But we still have time, right? We still have time. I just pray that this, has a positive impact in the crypto market. So for the first one, if you want to know more details about it, okay. Um, what's that? Okay, the first one is the CPI, all right. So change in the price of goods and services, purchased by consumers. That is what the CPI report is all about, okay? And then for the usual effect, when the actual, all right, this actual here is greater than the forecast, all right? When it is greater than the forecast, it is good for currency, okay? So if it is good for currency, so the actual, yes, the actual is the one we are expecting. So what people are focusing is, the previous was 0.2%. The forecast right now is the same number, okay? But if it come out lesser, all right, if the actual come out lesser, then it is bad for the US dollar. Remember, the currency it will affect is the US dollar, okay? So all of these high impact reports here, reports will be affecting the US dollar, all right? So if this comes out lower, it's bad for the currency, and then it's good for crypto and maybe the stock market and all of that. Okay, so we have the next one here, the CPI. This is by month, and then the next one is yearly. So if actual is equally greater than the forecast, okay, it's equally good for currency, and then if it is lesser, it's bad for currency. So the previous was 3.0. Now the forecast is 3.3. But if this one comes out lower, then it is bad for currency, okay? And then we have the core CPI, we have the unemployment claim, all right? Unemployment claim. The last time it was 227,000 persons, okay? These are people who are saying, I don't have a job, and all of that. So the numbers of individuals who failed, who filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week, okay? That is what the unemployment claim is all about. So, there were about 227,000 persons for the first time, okay, previously, and then this time around, if the actual is less than forecast, it is good for currency. All right, the forecast is 231, so it means that the number of unemployed persons are increasing. If this time around it come out at 250 or thereabout, 250,000 or 240,000, whatever it comes at, okay, if it is greater than the forecast and all of that, it is bad for currency, and that will somehow have a positive impact on the market. All right, so that is how you interpret all of the news you see here from the from the forex market, okay? Forex, Forex Factory. Yes, it's forexfactory.com. All right, forexfactory.com. You can go have a free account, you can go there and all of that, okay? So BTC seems to be having a positive move, but we are still within that range, okay? So if I'm to trade BTC right now, if I'm to long BTC right now, on the 15 minutes time frame, I'll just plot this. Yeah, I think we are breaking above that level. Okay, so let's break above that level, and then I can bring this, my long trade up there. I don't want, to enter a trade now and then boom, we come back to, the previous level and all of that, okay? So let's see, let's see how that's happened. All right, let's see how this plays out, and then we can start taking trades to the upside. As 9 minutes to go, guys. 9 minutes to go. We'll see what this happen. Okay, will the market react positively? Will it react negatively? How is it going to react to the news and all of that? Okay, let us know, and then we can go ahead and take some trade. While that is going on, okay, there are other few tokens that we need to equally look at right now. So C98 was on the gainers list. Today is on the losers list and all of that. Okay, and all of that, guys. So whatsoever pumps must always dump before it goes up again, if buyers still want to pump the market. All right, so this new token is still there. If you are, how many of us enter this this OXT? If you enter that trade, let me know on the chat. Okay, I told us to short the market. Okay, just short and take a quick move in the market. Okay, let it give you like 10, 20%, 50%, and you're out. All right. I see this currently the price is 0.09. I see it going back, going down to, I think when I asked you to short, it was around 0.091. So it means that you're already in profit if you entered with market order. But I see it going down to as low as 0.0807 and all of that. All right. So if you have the capital and the patience to wait, just wait. It will just play out. All right. It will play out. That one I am sure of. Okay. I'm sure of that as well. I think we've looked at almost all the tokens that we have here and all of that. We've looked at all of them and yeah. So let's look at DYDX and see what's the current situation with DYDX and DYDX. Guys, if you are just joining, okay, smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We do this every day, all right? We do this every day. And if you want to support me, go ahead, okay, click on the join button here, all right, to join and all of that. There are different ways you can actually support the channel, guys. A lot of ways, all right? If you are using the chat section, okay, if you are using the chat section, you can equally see option to use paid to send some emojis, maybe like $1, $5, depending. Maybe somebody will just send emoji and send me like $100,000 on the chat. Send me like $100,000 on the chat. Okay, all right, guys. So for DYDS, we are currently at that 200-day moving average, which is so if you took this trade right here, kudos, is a win trade for you. But right now is I'm looking for a short. Okay, I see this rejecting at that 200-day moving average, guys. I see this rejecting at that 200-day moving average. Already, we had this week here. We went back up there and then we rejected from that area. So our resistance is, let's say we're using that area as our resistance, right? So yes, and then the 200-day moving average is equally key. So I'm going to be looking for a short trade for DYDX. Okay, let's see if we can short DYDX to around $1.99, $1.98 or thereabout. Okay, let's see how low we can take DYDX. Okay, all right, let it load up so that let it load up. Yeah, DYDX, guys, I'm going for a short, and then I can add to my position if it gets back, if it gets to around that 2.2. So for a short trade for DYDX, be looking at entering a trade at this zone, okay, and target down there, right? If you can stay in the market for long, target anything down there, guys. All right, let's see DYDX. I want to enter a trade there at 2.191. Okay, I want to short at 2.191. If we get to 2.191, I will short, and then my target will be this next area of $2, 2.02, as in $2, that is 2.015. Okay, 2.015 will be 2.022 will be our target. All right, our stop loss will be at that 2.2 level and all of that. Okay, so for DYDX, it's going to be a short trade for me, guys. You can enter with market order if you have the lever to do that. Right, but right now, personally, I'll be waiting for it to go test that level. Okay, let it test that level again and come back down, and then we can take a trade down. Okay, DYDX, I'll be waiting to short at that level, 2.191, 2.2, and all of that. Be looking to take a short trade at that area for the DYDX. Okay, for DYDX, that is exactly what I personally will be looking at. All right, I'll be looking to short DYDX. Okay, yeah. So when it gets to that level, we go ahead and take a trade to the downside. Any other token you want me to look at, just put it on the chat, okay? So we have the next 3 minutes for all of this to come out. Next 3 minutes, okay? We keep an eye on the. Let's keep an eye on BTC. BTC is I see big positive move on BTC, okay? I see some positive move on BTC. Who is bullish on BTC right here? I see some positive move on BTC, so let's see how that plays out, guys. I see some positive moves on BTC. Let's see how this, yeah, look at that. So we're gradually going above that trend line. Let's see how that plays out, okay? I don't see this market, impacting this. How many of us shorted Solana? Sold USDT. Did you short or you long? Which one? What was the setup we had here? Okay. Yeah, Solana didn't play out. We actually broke back that trend line. Okay, remember what we're looking at this morning. Somebody was asking if it is a short. I think it was Dominic that was asking whether to short or to long. Right. So, and then what I personally was looking at is this area. All right. So I was looking at Solana coming below this area, then we can short. But you see that it just respected that trend line and broke above that trend line. Okay. So it broke above that trend line, and then Solana is coming back up here. All right. At $24.9, $25, you should be looking at shorting. All right. So yeah, look at that massive pump. So Solana is just pumping to the upside. It didn't come down the way we expected. So this setup is no longer valid. All right. So since we didn't break this area, and then we decided to break the trend line and start going up, we should be looking at another setup up this. So we should be looking for another setup, maybe around this area of 24.9 or even at that $25 level. But let's see how far this can go, okay? Let's see how far this pump can go and all of that. Let's see how far this pump can go. All right? So let's see how far all of this can go. And then we go ahead and take a trade, guys. So smash that like button. If you are still here with me, smash that like button. So this news should be out right now. Okay, I think it should be pending now. Maybe it's pending and all of that. Look at that. Look at that pump. Look at that. Maybe, yeah, let's look at this. Normally you will see, the market will do like that quick move to the upside. It will do another quick one to the downside, stuff like that. Market is always fun of that, but let's see what the outcome. Look at that, the unemployment claim. I see. All right, look at this. So this is what do we see? Read here again. We say actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So the actual is less than the forecast. All right, actual is less than the forecast, which is why you see it red. So it's bad for the currency. So those of you who are trading forex, okay, you should be trading everything against the US dollar right now. Okay, this is the same, but for the unemployment claim, it is greater, right? Remember, it would have been good for the currency if actual was less than, but the actual is greater than a forecast. All right, it's even greater than the previous. So yeah. I see why we had that massive, that just, but it didn't. The impact is not that much. Okay, yeah, BTC is pumping. The impact is not that much. All right. Initially, before now, you always see the move you will see when we have report like this, most especially with FOMC and all of that. Okay, you normally see that big week that will go up and liquidate everyone, who is actually shorting, and then come back again and liquidate everyone who is longing and the rest. So yeah, currently, but let's see. BTC, should we go for long, or we should just be looking? I think we should go for long. I see BTC coming back up to 30K. BTC can come back up to 30K, guys. All right. With all those unemployment claims and all of that, I see BTC can come back up to that area. So you can enter for a quick long, okay? Look for a quick scalp on BTC for long, all right? Look for a quick scalp for BTC and any other token of your choice, guys, but not just randomly, okay? Not randomly, guys. You see that all those up and down and the rest. So they are pending orders already, all right? Which is why you always see that week. So when the bulls are pushing it, the bears are there to, push it back down and all of that. Okay. Yeah, so you can start looking for entries at around those area of 25, 29, 500 plus. And let's see how that goes. Render, let me check render. Is it moving up or moving down? I think, okay, yeah, render is a bit up. I should be in profit right now. I was in that trade before now. So almost everything is, reacting positively to the current market situation right now. Yeah, so we have ruin is going up. So for ruin, make sure that you pay attention to it in case it gets to that resistance level. You go ahead and short it. We have ruin, and then we have which other token again did we look at? Render. Yes, let me check my render trade and see where I am currently, if I'm to close or to hold on. Okay, let me look at render on the chart and see the possible areas where render can go to. So if you are going to long, okay, on BTC, you can do that right now. All right, I believe this market will, with the positive news, okay, since all of these news are bad for the dollar, it means it is good for crypto, for some stock and the rest. So let me look at render and let's see, render. So let me see how far this can go. Okay, equally this one is having a positive move as well. So let me see 4 hours. Okay, guys, as always, smash that like button for me, all right? Smash that like button so we can reach. Okay, I see why render was dropping. So we are currently rejecting at that 200-day moving average, which is equally where I'm looking at shorting, all right? So this one went back up there and then dropped immediately and all of that. So my entering for short is still at that 7 point, that is 1.73, okay? 1.73 for a quick scalp for render because we've been moving up and up and up and up. So let's take a look at that. After render resurrected from here, so after it dumped, remember, sorry, let me bring that back. Okay, after this dump and all of that, right now we are resurrecting, right? So render just resurrected from this area, so I can bring my trend line. Let's follow this trend line. But before we continue this trend, okay, the trend may continue maybe to around $1, $2 or thereabout upward, but this 200-day moving average is very important. We definitely need to respect that area, which is why you see that rejection there, okay, which is why you see that rejection there. So if you have set a limit order at this area, it means that would have given you some profit right here, and right now we are pushing back up to that level again. Okay, so right now we are pushing back up to that level again. So let's see how far that can go. Okay, let's see how far that can go, and then we can go ahead and take another quick trade down. All right, so we can go ahead and take another quick trade down, just a scalp. Okay, so for me the scalping is okay for me, just a quick scalp and all of that. I'm not looking for too much money. Okay, now it all depends, even the quick scalp, 1%, 2%, it all depends on the amount of capital you're putting in it. Okay, it all depends on the amount of capital you want to put in all of this, right? If you are going to scalp and all of that. So if it gets back up there, we just look for a quick 1% move to the downside and all of that. All right, so yeah, Bello, you're welcome. Let me know if there is any other token you're looking at right now that you feel we should scalp. Okay, for this I'll put an eye on this, maybe set a limit order to take a quick scalp. Okay, for instance, if you have done that, if when we initially look at that area, so here to here would have given you like 1.8% or thereabout. 1.8% move is something, all right? 1.8% move with the 10x leverage is a lot, guys. So let's look at okay, let's see how that plays out. BTC should look at that. The strength is not that strong, okay? The strength to move up. But what you should see right now, okay, this will play out, right? This will play out till from now till around maybe till the end of today. So everything will play out till the end of today, all right? So maybe we'll see those little bit of pullback and then we'll see a pump again and the rest. So BTC just pumped to 25, 29 points. That is 29,600. It pumped to 29,600 and currently is dumping and all of that. So which is why you see all this reaction in the market. Yeah, every other thing is playing suit. Okay, BTC controls everything. So yeah, when it goes that way, every other thing follows suit, and then when it comes this way, every other thing follows. All right. So yeah. BTC just dumped from that 29,600 level. Look at that. Guys, can you imagine what's happening? What is happening? What is happening, guys? What is happening? Look at Ethereum as well, all right? Look at Ethereum as well. So, uh, okay, normally you will always see things like this, right? So we, have that candle that will go up and pump up, and then we have another engulfing candle. If we go to BTC, you'll see the same thing exactly. All right, look at that. So we move up to that 29,600 and then we dump, which is why we normally say, please, when these things are going on, don't trade. So what you need to do right now is to wait for the market to stabilize. Okay, wait for the market to stabilize. All right, wait for the market to stabilize because right now the market is fond of liquidating both long position holders and short position holders. It will always do that. Okay, the market will always do that. It will just liquidate people in both ways. Then it will not stabilize. When it stabilizes, it will now move in one direction. All right. So when it stabilizes, it will now move in one particular direction and all of that. So right now, please allow this thing to do its thing. Okay, allow it to play out first. Let it just do its thing, and then we'll be looking for okay. So yeah, BTC. Let's do 15 minutes and see what's possible there. So guys, don't rush into any trade right now, okay? Don't rush into any trade yet. Wait for everything to play out. Wait for the market to relax. Okay. Wait for the market to relax, guys. Before we start, doing some trades. All right, guys. So basically, if you have questions, you can ask now, right? Let's see if we can treat your questions. But what I personally will do is I'll just monitor the market and see how everything plays out. Okay, don't rush into any trade right now. Don't rush it into any trade right now. If BTC is going down, let us know that it's going down, and then we play along. If it is going up, let us know that it's going up, and we play along. Okay. So yeah, but we are still within all this range. Okay, we are still within those range. We have not, broken any of the range, whether to the upside or to the downside. We are still within. Okay, look at that wick. So this 1 hour candle we close in the next 16 minutes. Let's see what the outcome will be. Okay, in the next 16 minutes, let's see what the outcome of this candle will be and see if we close above our trend line or below it and all of that. We'll start looking for trades to the downside, guys. So let's see how that works. If you have questions, ask your questions, okay? But if not, guys, if you can, the registration for the Bybit trading competition ends in 6 days, okay? Guys, I cannot overemphasize this. You can be the winner of the Lamborghini and all of that. Go and take advantage of that right now, okay? Join and do some volumes, right? Join and do some trades. Stand a chance to earn yourself some profit. For those of you who joined when, I said join early, the early birds and all of that, yeah, congrats to you. Some of you got $10 worth of BTC, some $40, some, $70 and all of that. Congrats to all of you. Expect more to come at the end of this competition, okay? And if you are new to the channel, guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, right? Make sure you subscribe and then join the Telegram. The link is in the video description too. Okay. All right. So look at BTC. So let's see the close of this candle, what it should do. Let's just wait and see, guys, what happened with the market. No need to rush. No need to lush. Don't lush into the market. If not, if you lush into the market will lush you out. Okay, don't lush. Allow everything to play out smoothly, okay? All right, so tomorrow is another day. We'll look at tomorrow. We'll look at the market tomorrow and see possible, scalping opportunities and all of that. All right, so follow suit with, the signals on the group from crypto mastermind. Okay, follow suit with the signals on the group and all of that, guys. All right, I wish you all guys a profitable day ahead. Tomorrow is another day. On Saturday will be another day, and then we'll continue till the end of this competition. Okay, we'll have between now to the end of this month to grow our account and all of that. Okay, I'll be sharing my journal with you guys. All the money I've lose, all the monies I've made, I will share that journal with you by end of the month, hopefully. All right, so thank you guys for being here with me, and we'll call it a day here, guys. So just trade with care, okay? Yeah, Ethereum USDT. This is Ethereum USDT. I'm not taking any trade right now. This is ETH USDT. Initially, the plan was to take a trade above this, right? But you see that candle just shoot up there and then came back down and the rest. So if you are going to be taking a trade, all right, what you want to wait play out is if I go to a lower time frame, remember this trend line? Okay, currently we are trading below the trend line. So what you want to wait to do is wait for this breakout to happen, and then a retest of that trend line. This is where your long trade will be. Okay, so your long trade setup will be up there above that trend line level. In case the market breaks and then comes down, so you'll be taking a trade up there, that level. The market breaks up and comes down, you take a trade there and allow it to play out. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Make sure you smash the like button before you leave. Okay. Thank you. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Do have a profitable day and don't wreck your account. Okay. Don't be greedy so that the market will not take you. Don't be greedy. And tomorrow. Okay. Bye everyone. Bye.